Sometimes RV camping is not that fun. Like the last place that we're in here in South Dakota has no water hookups, so we have to run a hose all the way from this spigot to that trailer. And did I mention it's 45 degrees out and I'm in shorts and Crocs? And this spigot, you have to hold it down in order for it to work. And it's spraying all over me. I outsmarted it. So I've been horrible about vlogging this week. I haven't really filmed anything. Yesterday was moving day, or day before yesterday was moving. I don't even know what day it is. That's just because every day for the past 3 or 4 days has been the same. It's been cold and rainy, and we just dodged the snow when we came south. It only took about 40 miles to get away from the snow, but it's just been real dreary. I tried to put up the satellite yesterday, and we can't get any signal down here whatsoever, and I don't know why, because there's nothing but like maybe one tree, and I've moved the satellite around, and it's frustrating, and I'm venting to you all my problems. And there shouldn't be any problems because I'm a rock star. Tonight I have a gig in Custer, South Dakota at a place called the Custer Beacon, so I should be excited. So therefore I am. That, and look at this day, it's gorgeous today, and this place is beautiful. We're down here at the Angostura State Recreational Area, I think is what it's called, in a place called the Cascade Campground. I know Cris, maybe in her vlog, she probably showed you the lake, but you can't ever get too much lake looks, can you? Let's go look at the lake. Again, she is really, really good about picking spots, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. You got the Black Hills in the distance, this beautiful lake. I guess there's a walleye tournament going to go on this weekend. I've never fished for walleye, and I didn't even bring a fishing pole, nor do I have a license, but I don't mind watching what people haul in. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, this is where we're staying this week. You know why? Because I'm a rock star. Did I mention I have a gig tonight in Custer, South Dakota? I'm pretty fired up about that. So now I'm gonna go do what rock stars do. I'm gonna take my family to Walmart because we need to go on a supply run for the last leg of our journey before we go home. I would imagine tomorrow will probably be the first day that I need to dump tanks on the RV because, well, that's what you do when you're a rock star and you travel a lot. The fun thing about it is the only hookup that we have at these campsites is electric. So we've had to learn how to conserve water a little better. Luckily, the water is only about 200 feet away from our campsite. Unfortunately, I only have 100 feet of hose. So we'll have to lock up everything and pull over to get water and then take it to a dump station, do all the fun things that rock stars do. Time to go to Walmart. Well, we just got back from another successful and exciting trip to Walmart to get some groceries to last us through the rest of this week. And we pull in, and this is what we see. Isn't that gorgeous? Check that lake out. Right through there. Somebody down there yelling and screaming. Who knows what that's about? But I think one thing we've talked about is tonight's my show at the Custer Beacon, and we're going to be playing a show there tonight, and then tomorrow I think we're going to go check out a Mammoth Dig that is what Hot Springs is known for. Hot Springs, South Dakota has got this big mammoth excavation site. So we're gonna go check that out tomorrow, and then I'm pretty sure we're just gonna head home. We've been out for about 6 weeks now, and we've seen some gorgeous, amazing things, but we miss our family again. We miss our friends, as always. And I know Miss Ad's really wanting to connect with her buddies. So I think we're gonna turn home and spend a couple months at home, or at least the rest of October, November, and then we're going to head out for Texas. If y'all haven't been following along, I've got a music tour that's we're brewing up right now. I've got 6 shows set up right now, trying to get a couple more. But if you're in the Fort Worth or the San Antonio or the Blanco, Austin area, I've got some shows set up. I'll put links down below of where you can find more about that. And trying to work up a couple more shows in Texas. So that's the next step, is to go home, kind of spend some time at the house, take care of the house, and gear up for the Redneck Rockstar Tour, as we're calling it. And that's what it's like to be a rock star. So for now, I'm gonna put up groceries, and then I think Cris wants me to put up the pen for the dogs so they can do some run around, get some exercise outside. I'm gonna grab a shower, and I'm gonna go be a rock star in Custer. Here we go. Thank you. Well, who's drinking beer? Oh, come on now, be proud of it, dang it. Who's drinking beer tonight? Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. That was good. Here's a little redneck sad song for you. Well, I'm gonna sit here and drink beer till all of us goes out of my mind. Might take all night, but that's alright, 'cause all I got left is time. Well, she hurt me and I'm thirsty, and I wanna leave my troubles behind. So I'm gonna sit here and drink beer till all of us goes out of my mind. Well, I tried to get her to love me through all of my lavish displays, but she never could seem to get past any of my redneck ways. And tonight I found out she left me, and she didn't leave a thing behind. Good thing I hid 12 bottles in the fridge, so I can still have a good time. So I'm gonna sit here and drink beer till all of this goes out of my mind. It might take all night, but that's alright, 'cause all I got left is time. Well, she hurt me and now I'm thirsty, and I wanna leave my troubles behind. So I'm gonna sit here and drink beer till all of this goes out of my mind. Go get a little footloose now. Well, all her friends tried to tell me that she wasn't in it for the love. But every time I bought her something, she fit in my arms like a glove. But then the money went dry, she said goodbye, and she didn't even shed a tear. She ran out with everything I owned, but at least she didn't take my beer. So I'm gonna sit here and drink beer till one of those goes out of my mind. It's gonna take all night, but that's alright, 'cause all I got left now is time. Well, she hurt me, and I'm thirsty, and I wanna leave all my troubles behind. So I'm gonna sit here, and I'm gonna drink beer till one of us goes out of my mind. Thank you. And now I'm back at the cow. It was a great 2-hour set there at the Custer Beacon. The crowd was awesome. When we're doing all this traveling and I'm dumping the poo tanks or we're running to get groceries or setting up a satellite or whatever the day-to-day is with what we do with our travels, that 2-3 hour little bit there where I get to be a rock star makes all this worth it. I'm done with the show and I'm starting to pack things up, and a kid comes up to me and he mentions that his family's from Indiana, not too far away from where I grew up, and we talked for a little bit. And then these two ladies come up and they said, we really enjoyed your stuff. In fact, one of their husbands came up and requested a song that I wrote and put on my Facebook page and then never even played again. And he requested, I'm like, how did you know that song? How in the world? He goes, well, we all kind of stalked your Facebook page today because we saw that the Beacon was having live music and we saw who it was, so we checked out your Facebook page and watched all your videos. And so he wanted to hear Love for Sale. So I'm going to have to work on that one and get it back in the set list. I guess it's good enough that people will actually come and see a show and they don't even know me. But I had a talk with two very nice ladies. They and their husbands enjoy the show. And then we chatted for probably a good 20 minutes about why I do what I do, why we all in the Goode family do what we do with the cooking vlogs and the music and everything. And I said it all comes down to 3 things, and that's laughing often, eating good food, and speaking life. And they said, well, explain what do you mean by speaking life? And so I explained to it like we have to y'all many times. And they just smiled real big. And they're like, that's living. We love it. And so I got to have good fellowship with people after the show. And if that's what being a rock star is, then I'm all in. I'm tired. My ears are ringing. Not y'all. So it's our last big adventure day here in South Dakota, and we're going to the Mammoth site. We're going to see some old dead elephants. Sorry. But today we're going to go to the Mammoth site here in Hot Springs and see an actual archaeological dig. I'm going to sneeze evidently.
You're not allowed to go near the dig site.
Here we go. Like a mammoth teepee. It's really intense. So this mammoth site was like a giant sinkhole, if I remember this right for everything. It was a giant sinkhole that was like almost like a giant Venus flytrap for mammoths, like 160 to 190,000 years ago. And like it had all this lush grass around it, because it was fed by warm spring water. And so the mammoths would walk into the sinkhole and eat the grass and then get stuck in the mud and die. And then that happened for hundreds, like almost 200,000 years. So they found 61 mammoths.
I think it's 140,000.
I was 100, they said between 140 and 190,000 years.
Okay.
So round up 200,000. But they found like 61 mammoths here so far, and they're still digging. And they found an ancient extinct bear here, and then all kinds of other animals. Really, really cool. And I guess this was going to be a housing development. They were going to wipe the hill, because it's on a hill. It's hard. That's a hill. But it was on a hill, and this guy was going to come in and wipe it out and make a housing development until they found the bones. So instead, they preserved the site, and they're still digging today and finding neat stuff. So it's really cool to like be somewhere and see all these ancient animals. Camels! There's camels here. And they, you know, animals that are extinct, that are no longer around, they're finding the bones here. And it's kind of weird to think about in North America. There were these giant animals that we don't have anymore. Bison, giant bison, like 10 times bigger, or twice as big anyway, of the buffalo that are around here now with great big horns. So it was kind of a cool exploration. Miss Ad, what'd you think?
It was fun.
You have a good time? You learned some stuff? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It was a good way to round out the trip, to see something a little scientific. And it's a beautiful day. Sitting next to a beautiful gal. But that's the end of it.
We're going to head back to camp, have some steaks.
And then we're going to go home.
And then we're going
tomorrow.
Head east.
Yeah, we're going to go back towards the land of corn and warmer weather.
Well, it may not be all that warmer once we get there.
Yeah, that's true. They were in the 90s last week, and everybody's complaining that it's in the 70s and dropping. So it's like in the 50s here. So I'll be happy to get anything above that. So if you like what you're seeing here, the travel, the cooking, the rock star stuff, make sure you give us one of these down below. And also, if you have not become a member of our Crock Posse, then be sure and click the subscribe button, as well as that little bell next to the subscribe button. What's that called, Addie?
The ding-a-ling.
Yeah, click the ding-a-ling, and you'll know as soon as we pop up a new video that we put up all the time. But the most important thing here, y'all, is to laugh often.
Speak and food. And speak life.
Bye, y'all. Let's go home.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon link below.